glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Golden Gophers head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hoosiers offense will get first crack at it here. And here comes Josh Hoover. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. Using his legs, it's Beebe. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go right back to it. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Smacks him with the stiff arm. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Golden Gophers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the guy they want to be, this senior running back. A 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. All by himself. To the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hoover. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Complete on the left to Smith.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback. Grabbed over the middle. It's Helms.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tight end now in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Taylor. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little screen to the running back. Could not make his way to the corner. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy.
Snags it and he's open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. 5-29. Go, go. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Rides the back and leaves it. Nice move there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Pulls it in, it's Richard. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this 1st down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now. Give up absolute.
There he goes. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Put 6 on the board. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Taylor. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That's caught. It's Thompson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Under fire. And down he goes.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. The Hoosiers take their 1st time out. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, got him at the 27. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Motion from the back. Finds his man. It's Morris. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's got the tight end. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Finds his target down the middle. At the 35, he's got more. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Trying to keep this drive alive. Cross, headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give is to Taylor. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Illegal block. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The run inside. It's Taylor. He's out past the 35. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. That's caught. It's Tracy. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Taylor. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's open on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Richard. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
Might have a chance. Smashes ahead. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now he's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Preston. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Got his man. Trying to get it in.
Well, short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Quarterback making checks. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Lindsey. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Holds it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Richard. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. And the Hoosiers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here comes the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires left. With the catch, it's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The Golden Gophers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run the counter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Oh, they're after him. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short.
Makes the grab in their space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job.
Looking for the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
This one's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Just keep swinging it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts